it's Elizabeth from Fern Creek Stickers, and I'm here to just give you a little shop update. This is nothing big. I wanted to do a behind the scenes video, but I felt like I didn't really have very much to show you, so I thought I would sit down and just talk to you about what's going on. I did a Q&A last week instead of behind the scenes, so there were a few things that you missed, so I thought I'd give you a little update on where things are. Right now, I'm cutting upstairs. I have my cutting machine going. I am pretty much keeping it going constantly while I'm trying to get new releases ready, get the September stuff ready, so I came downstairs to record. Again, this is the perils of small space living. We've got the cat tower there, kitchen table, stuff that doesn't fit in our kitchen. So there's a lot in the background, but I hope you can excuse that. What's going on? Well, we took inventory. I'd closed the shop for a few days and we took a full inventory of the shop and we are ready to ship now. So that is a huge milestone. That was one of my big goals for the summer, was getting us ready to ship, and we are there now. So last week was a lot of work to get all the stuff that was sold out stocked. And so that was really the main focus, and just trying to get a lot of stuff back in stock, and we did. So now I feel like I'm behind again though, because I didn't do enough to work on getting the September releases ready because I was busy doing that. So like one thing was accomplished, but I sort of feel behind on the next thing. But again, I know that it's all going to get caught up. I'm gonna have the September releases ready on time. And before school starts, which is mid-August, I think my next big goal is to get ahead on releases. And ideally, with smaller releases, I would have those done a couple weeks in advance. I think eventually I want to be a couple weeks ahead on the big monthly releases. Ideally, I'd be like 2 months ahead, or like I guess a month ahead on that. I don't know that that's realistically going to happen, but I'd like to get further ahead than I am now, especially because I'd really like to get into like ordering washi tapes every month to go with the kits, but right now I'm just not far enough ahead on designing and picking out the artwork and production to be able to like order the washi in order to get here on time. So I want to keep working to get more ahead on that. But the other big thing that's come with being ready to ship, that's another big goal fulfilled and huge achievement for the shop, is that I have trained my employees to fill orders. And until now, I was the only one who had ever filled orders for the 2 years of running my shop, for thousands and thousands of orders. And now Danielle and Catherine are filling orders, which is making a huge difference both for me to be able to free up my time to do other things, but also to be able to get orders out faster to you. So since they have been filling orders, we have been getting things out mostly in 24 hours. They aren't coming on weekends, and I'm not filling orders on weekends, so things that come in like from Friday afternoon to Monday morning, those will be a little bit slower, but everything else that's coming in during the week, we are getting out super fast. And we have a great routine now for getting custom orders filled and getting those out. So there's even been some stuff with customs that's gone out the same day if people ordered in the morning. So I think when I was looking at my analytics, and one of the analytics is like the age of your orders, and I think my order age is down by like 173%. So the order age is the time from when the order comes in to when you get it out the door, how many days old it is. And the orders just aren't aging as much. We're able to get them out super fast. And that's been one of my goals too, is just blazing fast processing time. So I'm really happy to get there. So definitely achieving some major milestones that I wanted to get to this summer. There's still some work left to go, but that's to be expected. And I am so glad that I've had this time this summer to focus on Fern Creek. I've been working really hard on Fern Creek, but it's been good because all of these things will put me in a really good position come the school year, so that I won't be nearly as busy with doing Fern Creek and my full-time job as I have been before. I also have interviewed somebody new to start working. I don't really need another employee right now. I can afford another employee, but I don't really need one. But the more that I can work alongside these employees during the summer than during the school year when they'll be working independently, the better trained they'll be. They can ask all their questions now, and then as I bring more people on board in the future, they'll be in a really good shape to train other people because they'll have a lot of knowledge. So she will be starting in a few weeks. I'm not going to talk too much about this because I'm not the person to give advice, but I'm changing how my business is set up legally right now, and I want to wait to hire her until after all of that paperwork has gone through. So I'm still waiting for that to finish up, but once, we hopefully should be in a couple weeks. So once that's all cleared, I'll hire her, because then I don't have to change how things are set up with her employment legally, which I'm going to have to do with my current employees. So not a big deal, but she'll be able to start in a few weeks. And also next week too, I will get my Danielle and Catherine. I'm gonna get them started on cutting on the new machine and doing printing. Printing is another thing. Up until now, I have been the only person to ever print stuff for Fern Creek, and that's because for a long time, printing caused me a lot of problems. I've since then solved my printing problems. Then a couple weeks ago, I was freaking out because I thought I had a new printing problem, but it turned out that was easily resolved. So I will get them printing, and I feel like I have the new machine really well figured out now, so I've kind of got all of its quirks down, and I can train them well on the new machine. And again, that's gonna help a lot because I have been, since I got the new machine, I've been like running it constantly. As long as I'm awake, it's pretty much going. And a lot of that, you can get it going on a job and then walk away. So it's not active work, but I've been, so I'm able to get it going and then go off and do other things. But that'll help a lot too when I can get them running it. Because again, once school starts, I'm sure there'll be times when I like get it started in the morning on a long job before I go to work. But the more that I can get them up and running on it is great. So yeah, so things are really progressing nicely. I also, you probably saw, I pushed back the anniversary sale by about a month to July, and I'm so glad that I did that because I was gonna have it right after we closed the shop for inventory, and there was so much stuff that was out of stock that there's no way we would have had it all in stock for the anniversary sale, and other stuff like our inventory would have just been decimated. So I think by pushing it back, I'll have the inventory in a much better place because this will be my first ready to ship sale, and I want to have the inventory in a really good place for having that sale. So pushing it back was definitely the right thing to do for us. But again, with the sale, with sales before, getting all the orders out has been a real challenge. But being ready to ship and having help filling orders, I think I'll still up the processing time to 1 to 2 weeks, but I think we'll probably be able to get all the sale orders out in much faster than that time. So a lot of really good changes happening here. I think that's kind of everything that's been going on. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down and give you an update. But again, there's not really anything to show you. I'm cutting and working on listings. You've seen all that before, nothing too exciting to show, but that's what's going on at Fern Creek Stickers. Thank you so much for following along my journey. I really appreciate all of your interest in behind the scenes and learning more about my shop. And I hope that you all are having a great week, and I will see you again soon. Bye.